Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. It is a beautiful rising. I just came out of my spirit bath and I meditated this morning, a deep meditation in there. I asked God for a specific download. I was like, talk to me. What exactly do you want me to relay this morning? What message do I pass? Because, usually when I release my videos, they're all together. I record back to back. But something told me to get on there and just record this one real quick before I go ahead and record the rest of my other ones back to back. But I'm like fresh out of my spirit bath this morning, cleansed myself and prepared myself for the day. Affirmations, prayers, called on great things. I declared and decreed a great day. And I asked God, I was like, all right, so what is the message? And spent a good, 30 minutes in there. Nothing crazy, real quick. To ground myself and establish whatever energy I call on for the day. I'm in charge of the day. So that's how we started my morning. And the message was the correlation between routine and ascension. Okay? So let's go ahead and pick up this deck and get into it. The correlation between routine and ascension. That was the download that I had while I was in there. Yeah, because I remember when I first started tarot a few years back. When I first started doing tarot, period, it was just for me. But when I started expanding and reading others, I was very respectful of their energy. I was like, hold up, I totally cleansed myself and prepared myself for that space, especially to deliver the message. I wanted to make sure that everything was just very clear, concise. My throat chakra, my crown chakra, those specifically. But it was just very strict with the routine. And I was thinking about that this morning as I was in my spirit bath, knowing what I was about to do later on. Come on here and record a couple of videos. And I was thinking about that, the routine that I have before I actually go ahead and do these videos for you guys. Let's see what message they got for y'all. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can resonate with this one. It seems like we all have some type of special routine that puts us in the mood to knock out or show up rather for whatever it is we got to do, whatever it is the calling is. Familiarity. Autopilot, yeah. Familiarity, miscarriage, and autopilot. It's like if you don't use it, you lose it. When you lock into your routine and you're in focus with your intent, you're focused, you're determined, and you know that you're for sure going to hit your end goal, because with that repetition, it's that repetition that breeds results. You have no choice but to become a better person the more that you do it. You're making yourself 1% better, especially if you challenge yourself to go a little harder each time. It is inevitable that you'll grow and progress. So when you constantly do it, it becomes almost second nature. It almost becomes second nature. Whatever it is our passion is, a lot of the times we're innate with it, It's there. I think that's my cat. It's there from jump. It's there from the beginning, and we just tap into it more. Like we expand upon it. What do I want to say? We explore it. There we go. We explore it somewhere. Yeah. All right, so if you don't use it, you lose it, all right? If you're not exploring that, it eventually withers away. You don't got it no more. You have to tap into that and keep at it, because that repetition is going to breed results. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's start with the tarot. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. She is sitting in front of 9 trophies. 9, which means she's done this. She's about this life. She has receipts to show that she is about this life. She got 9 trophies behind her, okay? When you keep this up, you have no choice but to build. You are going to build. And before you know it, you can look back and say, wow, look what I've done. And you have work to show for it. Keeping at it. It doesn't matter. When we get excited in the beginning, a lot of the times people just focus on the end result. And that's all they see. They're like, oh man, I want that so bad. I don't know, that horn could be very significant to what I'm talking about. I may be very spot on right now. I may be talking to somebody right now. But in the beginning, that's all we see, right? And then we start calculating time. Like, okay, so for example, let's say I always go back to basketball. I want to be a good basketball player, but I am totally beginner level. I don't even know how to dribble. How long is it going to take me to be a good player? I'd say I want to be like Kobe in a year. In a year, bro, you don't even know how to dribble, but that's just how much you want it. That's how bad you want it. So you're putting this like unrealistic expectation, and it may be realistic. I don't even want to call it that, but you're already putting a time on it. You're not even focusing on the act of you doing it. You didn't even allow yourself to enjoy it. I have a lot of hobbies, a lot of niches, a lot of great things that I am very skilled at and that I love to do. And I can't imagine sitting there and being like, okay, like, am I gonna be able to do this like this person in a certain amount of time? Why would I sit there and dissect it like that if I actually love it? Just do it, right? Just do it. Person who's rapping, they're not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, I want to tap in and be like Wayne, ASAP. Like, but I thought you just like rapping. Why don't you just go ahead and release whatever emotions you got? That's not why you're doing it. You're just doing it for the clout. It has nothing to do with time, really. So the end goal, the focus on that when it comes to routine. Yeah, I'm talking to somebody. When it comes to routine, the repetition and ascension, having to do all of that all the time should be fun. It shouldn't be something that you're thinking about like, okay, I need to wake up to do this. I need to make sure I do this. It should come naturally, and eventually you just slide into it. It becomes autopilot, like this card here. These starting cards are familiarity, miscarriage, and autopilot. Okay? When you keep at it, it ends up becoming autopilot. When you don't tap into it at all, prepare for it to not exist. Now, however, it is a miscarriage. That means it was once there. The idea was once present. All right, you once had the creation. If you don't tap into it, there is no creation. You didn't build upon the creation. It's a creation is never something. Nevertheless, it's a project. You have to build upon it. We bring this together, we bring this together. There's so many variables and elements that come together, and then boom, voila. The end result, the masterpiece. But that is something that is built upon. You can't just say, oh yeah, I want this. How long is it going to take me? All right, I want it so bad. It's just going to come because I want it. And I know how long it's going to take me. So, no, you have to keep at it and be intentional with it. Because when you put all that together, that is the formula for success. You will have no choice but to succeed. Especially starting off in the tarot with this 9 of Cups. Damn, I only put one card from the tarot. We 9 minutes in. Lord. Talking about, yeah, this going to be a quick read. I think so. I think I could still wrap it up. Let's see. The Hangman, but reversed. Yeah. When I see this card, because the Hangman upright, it's like, that energy is like you're beginning the journey. You're beginning that introspective period when you got to go, when you're thinking about everything as you're gaining that new perspective, gaining that different perspective. When that thing is upside down. What did I just say? It's reversed. There we go. I was like, what's the word? Forgot the tarot vocabulary for a second. When that card is reversed, the hangman ends up standing up. So it's like you've completed that introspective journey. It's like you've got your eureka, your aha moment, and you get it now. On to the next. So with your Nine of Cups and then the hangman reverse, is clicking for you. It's clicking for you. You're able to see when you tap more into your routine. It's like a direct link between that and progress. No choice. It's seen everywhere. It's seen everywhere. Even with children, I homeschool my daughter, and tapping into that every single day. Her expertise, like the learning experience, just seeing that firsthand. I used to be an educator a few years back, and now I'm an educator just for my daughter. Cool, but it was different for me to go to the school, to be in a facility and see kids progress as a group, as a unit, But to see one-on-one a child progress simply because of repetition. Like, of course, there's challenges, and I've accredited a lot of it to my expertise, but a lot of it is absolutely repetition. Even the ones who aren't, I'm not talking about children, but I'm talking about people here. Even the ones who aren't the brightest, if they apply themselves every single day, there is going to be some form of progress. Okay? There's maybe not mastering. Who cares though? We're not going for that. The point is to enjoy the process. You see what I'm getting at here? See, the mastery is what everybody wants. Everyone wants to be like Kobe. Everyone wants to be like Mike. Everyone wants to be like the greatest, like Wayne, But what about the actual art? Tap into the routine of it because of you, because it's growing you, because it's making you better. You're progressing at the end of the day. It was 12:12 when I just said that, and I looked on the timer. So yeah, definitely significant for somebody. I am tapping into your energy all the way. Oh, I love it. Let's get it. What's the next one? What we got here for the overall energy? Everything is fine in reverse. That card is synonymous to the Ten of Swords, but it is, nevertheless, everything is fine in reverse. You heard that horn? Did y'all hear that? I was speaking, but did y'all hear that? I must be right when the freaking money. I knew I was supposed to come here and deliver this message. I'm up for the sun and all that. Yeah, y'all was supposed to hear this. Everything is fine in reverse. That's the overall energy. The swords are coming out of your body. It's all making sense. Being light as a feather, like the feather of my yacht. Okay, the feather of my yacht is associated with truth and justice. The law of balance, duality, understanding that, you get what you give. You get what you give. But it's deeper than that. It's a more omnious way. Not omnious. That's not the word I want to use. But do you get it? Because it's a word like that I want to use. I'm not trying to pinpoint it out of my brain dictionary right now. But moving forward, it's deeper than that. Being as light as the feather of my yacht, you get what you give. So like, you apply yourself all the time as you're still here in this realm, as you're still experiencing life. You hold yourself accountable and say, how can I make myself better? What can I do right now to offer greatness to myself and thus to the world? And you do that, you follow your intuition, you show up, you're diligent, you're obedient, you're disciplined, and you keep at it. Of course, it's going to breed results, but sorry, I lost my thought. Where was I going with this? I was relating this to the everything is fine. With the feather of my yacht. When you're doing this, and then you enter that autopilot phase, it becomes like so effortless. It becomes so routine that you don't even think of it anymore. Now it's who you are. You are who you think you are. And then you just glide through life. Like the wind just takes you. The wind carries you through life like a feather. It's not heavy where you're stomping around, stampeding, carrying around so many swords in your back. It hurts. It's aches and pains. Now you turn these swords into acupuncture, baby, and you've healed yourself, all right? So we got the everything is fine in the overall energy, and that is in reverse. All these painful swords are coming out of your body. Now, as you're on autopilot, there's a definite correlation between routine and ascension. There is healing when it comes to routine. You ascend. Okay? Routine is very important. If ever you're stuck, move. Start moving. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but make sure you're consistent, i.e. routine. And then you will get better. Let's get that next card. The Empress. Ooh, they said you was talking your ish right now. Look at her. And I am in the moo. Y'all can't see me. But listen, I am fresh out the shower. I mean, well, not the shower, the bath. I am fresh out the waters. Okay? And I know I popped on here with a couple of moo-moos a couple of times. But shoot. Going back to the Empress, I don't even know why I was talking about my moo-moo when the Empress card came up. Going back to the Empress, that is in line with the Hanged Man in reverse. It's like a stance you're taking, a seat of authority that you're sitting on now, an understanding, a knowing of self. It's like you're sitting in a knowing of self right now, and it only gets stronger. It only gets stronger. It only gets more confident. You only get way, way, way more confident, beaming with energy, light. The Empress only attracts. She doesn't chase, right? So we were talking about the feather of my eye. You will float through life. Life will carry you. Life will carry you. That's Empress energy as well. Especially with this, everything is fine with the swords coming out your body. Then we got the Magician. Need I say more, y'all? The Sun. Child. Seven of Swords. I love this card. You know, on this channel, I see that card for what it is in other readings too, but a lot of the times when we're talking about self and ascension, that card to me, I resonate with the, do it, how do I want to say it? Doing it the easier way, not the harder way. Working smarter, not harder. There we go. That card gives me working smarter, not harder. Seven of Swords. She's disarming her opponent. She came to the story with this card is she came to the war with no weapons or anything. She saw that her weapons got a whole bunch of swords. She was like, damn, I ain't got no swords, but my opponent got mad weapons. What am I going to do? Ooh, I'm going to steal some of their swords. So with this Seven of Swords card, she went and she stole 5, left her opponent with 2, Boom. She's like, I'm going to work smarter, not harder. I ain't coming with no swords. I'm going to steal this, duh. They're not looking. They're not paying attention. They just left it for anybody to take. I'm going to take it. Now they're going to have to fight me for it, but they only have 2 swords. I have 5. So working smarter, not harder. I'm not telling you to go steal. However, that's not what we're talking about. That's not the energy here anyway. We're talking about working smarter, not harder. You got the Magician as well as the Sun. The Magician. Need we tap into me going in about alchemy again? The Magician and the Sun. So, you will create the life you want to live. When you tap into this routine and it becomes this autopilot state, then truly, as within, so without, your manifestations are going to be instant. The snap of a finger, exactly what you were thinking manifests. That's because you were on it. That's because you locked into tapping into yourself. You're pouring into your self-love. You're keeping up with your spiritual hygiene and your protection, your prayers, your rituals. You're showing up. You're challenging yourself. You're eating right. You're accountable. You're speaking up for yourself. You're taking up space. You're doing what you need to. You're living, okay? When you do that, because it's working smarter, not harder. When we want to achieve manifestations, when we want to achieve results, when we want to be that magician, when we want to tap into that sun energy and just be happy to live life, to just wake up, to happy to be here. Like some people, I'm looking at the highway right now. My view is, of a highway. I watch these cars roll in to work every morning. I'm very close to the city. I watch these cars roll into the work every morning very, 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 very early. There's traffic very early. Around 4 a.m. is wild traffic. Like, damn, y'all bosses don't play. But, yeah. And I can't imagine how many people wake up pissed because they have to sit in traffic, because they have to do the same thing every single day. Some people get road rage. The horns are going crazy. They don't care if it's 4 a.m. They don't care. But the horns are wild. People got road rage. It's 20 a.m. I was looking at the time. It said 2020. I don't know. That may be significant for somebody. But it's first thing in the morning. I can tell that some people are, they ain't had a cup of coffee yet. And what kind of life is that to live? You don't want to live that life. You don't want to wake up stressed, because when you declare that and decree that for your day, then that is what will be. That's what you will experience. So I woke up this morning and I was very intentional, and it's not just today. This is a habit of mine. This is my routine, but that's what I'm saying. When you do this and it becomes repetition, you can't just do it once. You can't just do it once either. You can't just say, oh, I've done it today. This is it. Like, I have to declare and decree because I did it today. I have a great risings for the rest of my life. No, you have to declare and decree at that rising that you have a great day. And every rising, you keep doing it and you keep doing it. It's repetition. And that's where you ascend. That's where the results are. That's where you grow. That's where you get better. All right. So we're aiming to read our Northest Node here. How do we do that? We lock in. We lock in. Your intuition will tell you exactly what to do. But you don't have to complicate it. It's just repetition and consistency. All right. Shit, I'm still here. Let's tap into some more cards. Why not? Luck. Yo. Because I told y'all, luck. Practice. Yeah, luck. Lock in, please. Lock in, please. This be reaching through the phone and like grabbing y'all by the shirt and staring y'all in the eye and be like, are y'all listening to me? Are you listening to me? Lock in, please. Let's all ascend. Let's all do it. There is expansion for everybody. Everybody can do it. There's room up here for everyone. Look at all this space. This basically what I'm trying to say is, when you do this, you're a money magnet. You a money magnet. Are y'all on that side of the algorithm on Instagram? There's this song that's going viral, and he keeps saying, "I'm a money." It's a song, but it's just him repeating out in the chorus. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I would have gave you a shout out, so y'all know who I'm talking about, so y'all can look it up. Or I wouldn't want to withhold information or anything. I'm talking about him. Go ahead and spread that info so y'all can see him too. But yeah, so it's some song. I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. But y'all a money magnet. Y'all a money magnet. When you do this, you are inevitably a money magnet. And not just the money one, but a magnet, period. Again, you are an empress. You are sitting in empress energy. You don't chase, you attract. You don't chase, you attract. Things are inevitably going to make their way to you. Your manifestations will be instant. People will look at you and think I butchered that. People will look at you and think you're lucky. People will have the nerve, let's say that. People will have the nerve to look at you and think you're lucky. The audacity just to erase all the work that you've done. Like my routine mean nothing. Like I'm just out here just, stumbling upon winning scratch offs all the time. I mean, you truly can, but it's aligning yourself to that frequency. You have to put yourself there. And you put yourself there with that routine. Routine is consistency. It is repetition. I was going to say reputation. But hell, shit, some of y'all might elevate your reputation when y'all lock into your routine. Shoot. Let's call it. Let's call on that. We are calling on everything. Calling all great things. Let's see what's in this deck, and then I'm going to let y'all go, because y'all pretty much get it. Y'all pretty much get it. But I ain't begging y'all, because I ain't do that. Although I ain't too proud to beg now. Thank y'all for rocking with me, truly. Because my brain, thank y'all for rocking with me, y'all. Listen this deck, and then I'm going to let y'all go. I pretty much got the message across. If you still listening, Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. I pray great things onto you. I pray great things onto you. I pray that you open yourself to this energy and you allow yourself to sink into your routine, that you take everything that I'm saying, and not with a grain of salt, but with the faith of a mustard seed, to know that you can do it too. I want your confidence to grow. Even if you are confident as fuck, I want you to grow confidently. All right, I want us to be confident through the roof, beyond words. All right, 5D with it, shit, 10D with it. I want us to be up there. So yeah, I pray growth on to all y'all. Ashe, 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 yo. Let's see, transformation. My goodness, some of y'all are about to skyrocket. Some of y'all are truly about to turn into that butterfly that you were trying to be. All right, a lot of y'all are in y'all cocoon right now. Y'all are on the way. Y'all about to break out of here. But it just took that repetition. All it was, the little final tweak, was you constantly doing it. We look at what we want and we think that it is so far away. We get so caught up in the distance, in that gap of where we want to be and where we currently are, that we try to pull out our calculator and start calculating, how long is this going to take me if I do this and I do that? And we're factoring all the wrong freaking things. All we need to do is pay attention to the now. Ground your feet in the now and make sure you're always showing up. Keep showing up. You will show results. Y'all about to show out, right? Y'all lucky as fuck. You will be lucky as fuck. Your luck will turn in your favor. You will have endless luck. You will be luck. You will attract luck. When you are magnetic like that, and you have to be honest with yourself. All right? Don't just say, oh yeah, I did it a couple of times. I've been repetitive. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. A couple of times is not repetitive. You need to make this your lifestyle. Make this your lifestyle and be repetitive like that. Keep showing up that way. That's how the luck finds you. It'll find you. You ain't going to be out here chasing nothing. It'll find you. Your manifestations, boom, on instant, all right? You will transform. We are going for our highest self, our highest node. I believe in y'all. We all got this. I believe in me. All right? But we all got this. I love y'all. Bye.